Hello, my friend. How are you? Told you hadn't seen the last of me. 2 blankets, does that work for you? Great. You sure you couldn't use a pocket warmer? I got the 18-hour kinds. You don't use those?
I never get those things to work.
Oh, really? You know, the key with these ones, I discovered the hard way. They don't have like the little capsule that breaks open. You open up the bag and then you shake it. And you shake it in the open air and then it warms up.
I've tried that.
And it didn't work for you, huh? Well, part of our mission, we've been planning to buy old churches that are like dilapidated, like run down, and reconvert them into housing, but we don't have enough money to do that. So I said, you know what, we'll just get blankets for now and we'll go out and just get them straight to the people. And then while I was out here last winter, people were asking me for hot hands, for hand sanitizer, camping stoves, things like that.
What's the membership in your church? How many people?
We got maybe a dozen people that are actual members.
Oh, it's a new church.
Brand new, yeah. But then most of our people are people who like attend, who just attend service online. Yeah, but then I posted a video on TikTok actually earlier this month asking people like, look, I won't ask you to join our church, but will you help? Will you send? And all of our blankets and all the things that we're distributing, they're from strangers. They're from people who aren't even members of our church.
Oh, I see. Probably the Mormons.
There are a lot of Mormons actually who do give up a lot.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Mormons are pretty good people. I mean, I used to be Mormon, so I'm a little bit biased, but I'm also a little bit prejudiced as an ex-Mormon. But I don't. But that's my personal feelings. But I don't really believe in God. Well, I don't believe in God at all, to be blunt with you. But, I do believe in us.
Oh, yeah.
We're all conscious beings. We all suffer.
Yeah.
Do you know where I might find more people? I mean, normally, like last year, at the rescue mission. Okay.
Liberty Park.
Yeah, is there still people there?
Yeah, there is. Right there in the middle of the park.
So many of you who start following the Church of Korihor on TikTok or on YouTube are probably familiar with the ad that I started running earlier this month about how our first mission was to distribute blankets. Well, that's what we're doing. Some people in our congregation, well, not even members of our congregation, as you heard me say. Our fellowship is fairly small. Mainly, people who attend services of the Church of Korihor, our godless sermons, our podcasts, we meet online. And a lot of them are people who are believers in God, or witchy people, because we got a lot of women who are very drawn to Korihorism, and a lot of them don't really identify as atheist or agnostic. They prefer spiritual, and in those cases, they're largely women who are into tarot, into witchy stuff, and even people who are into Satanism. That's more dudes, but we'll take them. We take it all. But I don't know if you remember, if you saw the ad where I said, look, I won't ask you to change what you believe for our godless church, and I won't ask you even to join our church, but will you help? And the response has been, well, it's been heartwarming. It's not huge, not a lot of money coming in, but a little bit. But what's been really impressive, the foresight, the prophecy, the gift of prophecy, is actually by one of our luminaries, Nikki, who said to me early on in the work, Joe, you ought to have an Amazon list. I said, oh, hell no, we're not cutting Jeff Bezos into the work. And she said, I'm just telling you, there are people who will not donate money to a church, even a godless church like yours, but will buy something on an Amazon list. And I said, it shouldn't make any difference. And she said, it will. She was right, once again. You hear me, Nikki? I said, you're right. I went on Kirsten and Megan's show last week. They're ex-Mormons like me, and mentioned that Amazon list. And a lot of people there, even people who were also part of my audience at the Church of Korihor, said, you guys have an Amazon list? I was like, yeah, that's the kind of thing that calls to you. Next thing I knew, in the mail at Korihor, Church of Korihor Distribution Center, I got a box of 25 of these emergency blankets. I said, oh, I didn't realize we had those on the list. Last year, I couldn't hardly find a soul to take them. So far today, I've been on the streets of Salt Lake, going out and passing out blankets, because I don't have any other kinds of blankets right now. I've already got 2 takers. The work is a marvel.